Porsche has just pulled the covers off the future of its one-make racing series, and today, we're taking a deep dive into the machine that's set to dominate the 2026 season, the brand new 911 Cup car.
Now, to really get why this is such a big deal, you have to understand the sheer scale of its debut. This isn't just about a couple of cars for a factory team. Nope, this is a massive, meticulously coordinated global launch. 120. Just let that number sink in. That's how many of these incredible new 911 Cup cars have already been delivered to teams all around the world. I mean, think about the logistics of that. An entire fleet of identical, race-prepped machines all ready to hit the track for the 2026 season.
And get this one single model is going to be the weapon of choice across 4 of the world's most competitive one-make series. You've got the premier Supercup in Europe, the Carrera Cups in Germany, Asia, and North America, and every single team gets the exact same car. It's the ultimate test, where it all comes down to pure driving skill. Okay, so what exactly is hiding under the skin of this new 992.2 generation car? Let's dive into the technical upgrades and see what the engineers in Stuttgart have cooked off for us.
Right at the heart of the beast is that classic 4.0-liter six-cylinder boxer engine, but now it's turning out 520 horsepower. That's a 10-horsepower bump. Now, I know what you might be thinking. 10 horsepower? Big deal, right? But in a series where races are won and lost by hundredths of a second, every little bit of power is absolutely crucial.
But you know, it's not all about the horsepower. It's based on the 911 GT road car, and it features some heavily revised aerodynamics for way better stability. The brakes are bigger, and here's the real game changer, it is the first 911 Cup car to ever come with a standard racing ABS.
And the key word there is standardized. This means every single driver, from the seasoned pros to the rookies just finding their feet, gets more confidence to brake later and harder without that constant fear of locking up. It is a huge step in leveling the playing field.
So, all these upgrades sound fantastic on paper, right? But what happens when the rubber actually hits the road? Well, let's head over to the first major shakedown in Barcelona to see what this car can really do. And let me tell you, this wasn't just some casual shakedown. This was a trial by fire. At the Circuit de Barcelona, Catalunya, the combined fleets from the Supercup and the German Carrera Cup hammered out over 2,300 laps. That is an incredible amount of data and a serious stress test for any new car. And the driver feedback? It really says it all. Porsche Junior Flint Schuring said the car is noticeably faster and that the new aerodynamics make it even more fun to drive. I mean, that's the perfect combination engineers are always chasing: speed and feel. And it wasn't just a feeling, because the data completely backs it up. The fastest laps they clocked during the test was significantly quicker than last year's Supercup pole position time on the very same track. This car isn't just an update, it's a massive leap forward. Okay, so we've established we have a faster, proven car. Now let's look at the stage where it will compete, and the incredible drivers who will be pushing it to its absolute limits. The pinnacle of Porsche one-make racing, the absolute top of the mountain, is the Mobil 1 Supercup. And this is a huge deal, because it runs exclusively on Formula One weekends. These drivers are competing on the same legendary tracks, in front of the same massive crowds, and under the same intense pressure as the F1 grid. Leading the charge are 2 officially backed Porsche Juniors. You've got 19-year-old Flint Schuring from the Netherlands, who is the reigning Supercup rookie champion, and then there's 20-year-old Marcus Amann from Finland, the French Carrera Cup champion. We're talking about 2 of motorsport's brightest young talents, ready to battle it out in identical cars. It's going to be amazing. All right, the car is proven. The grid is absolutely stacked with talent, so let's take a look at the iconic European circuits that await them in the 2026 Supercup season. The season kicks off in June, and where else but on the legendary streets of Monaco. From there, it's just a knockout tour of Europe's greatest circuits: the technical challenge of Barcelona, the elevation changes of Spielberg, the legendary Spa-Francorchamps, and the twists of Budapest and Zandvoort, all leading to a massive season finale at the Temple of Speed, Monza, in September. What a calendar. So there you have it, a faster, more advanced car, a grid full of incredible talent, and a calendar of legendary tracks. The stage is set for an absolutely unforgettable season. The only question left is who's going to come out on top. We will definitely be watching to find out.